Hi there. Our international seminars were a real source of instructional excellence. We had a real mixed group of instructors, some who were very well known and very prominent, and others who gained their prominence through the seminars, through the internationals, presenting to the attendees who came from 3 continents. We had guys from the United States, South Africa, and from all over Europe as well as the UK. And the level of learning was very high, and I always learnt a lot from the internationals. One of the guys who was a regular at the internationals was Greg Hall, and Greg had a background in numerous martial arts, Muay Thai, many of the styles of karate, but he did specialize to a large extent in grappling. He'd done everything from BJJ, Cumberland wrestling, Lancashire, Westmoreland, some of the very obscure and traditional British methods. So he kind of became our subject matter expert on grappling at the internationals and used to usually present a module on that. And whatever he presented was always through the spectrum of his street experience. He'd worked the doors in Manchester for many, many years, and his modules were always a highlight, and the guys really enjoyed them and learnt a lot. The particular drill that we're going to discuss today, which we got from Greg, is not a grappling drill. It's from situational control, and it brilliantly fills in a gap, and it augments the fence, and it really enhances your ability to control a situation. Preemptives, which were the standby in the active self-protection training for many, many years, can be a little bit problematic as regards legalities, because you must be able to demonstrate the threat that was there, and if you preempt, then the basis for your preemption, which you must be able to articulate, may be a problem. However, the checking drill, what this does is you only use it to intercept an actual attack. So the attack is there, and then the follow-ups progress from that very, very naturally. So it's highly practical, it's usable, it's easily learned, and as I say, it fits into a modern self-protection scenario very, very well. I'll put a link to where you can contact Greg. He holds regular seminars and training sessions in Manchester and other places, and I highly recommend that you get in touch with him. So what we're going to do is I've got a video explaining the structure of the checking drill, and then there's a bit of video from one of the internationals of Greg explaining it. So enjoy what's following. Okay, this is a really important technique in situational control, and it works off the fence. So you've got your fence up, whether it's a talking fence or static fence, whatever, okay, but the fence itself is an information gathering system. as soon as you realise he's got evil intent, you're on your guard. And what the checking drill does, I'm going to be focusing my eyes here, and I'll pick up any movement. And if Mark throws anything with the right, that shoulder will move. If he throws anything with the left, that will move. If he throws a headbutt, the chest will move. And if he goes for a knee, there'll be a tilt either way. And the response is the same. When you pick that movement up, you're checking. You're checking. Okay? So that's the first thing, is that check. Okay, as I mentioned, we got this technique off Greg Hall. So the check is just to intercept any type of generic attack. So you checked him, you put him back on his heels, okay? And then straight away, immediately, you go offensive. This hand comes behind his head, and you bring him into an elbow strike, okay? Now, the hand going behind the head can be quite forceful. It can be an incidental strike. As Baz Rutten says, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you hit him if you could? So you're doing a mutual technique, two things. You're trying to make his head the meat in a sandwich. After that, you can hook him up and go into knee strikes. You can, from here, you can make some sort of choke, that kind of attack, okay? But the main thing is that check and then straight away into a devastating strike.
I think with that shot, this isn't just a grab neither. You put that in, so I can hit the back a bit. Right. Yeah. See, that's a on the back of the squeeze as well. So once, and it's a half beat with bam, straight in. Boom.